What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Speed Turtles. Now, I know after this video drops is going to cause a absolute war in the comments because I know a lot of people enjoy this game that I'm about to talk about, but after my positive review of Unleashed, I felt like I have to come back with a more negative opinion on a game that most people enjoy. Nah, I'm just kidding, but really. And so if you saw the thumbnail, which you probably did, it's, obviously about how I don't like the game that you're watching being played now, Sonic Frontiers. Now, honestly, I don't think it's a bad game. I honestly just think it's mid. Not bad, but mid. One more thing before the video starts. If you guys could like and subscribe, that'd be very appreciated. I'm trying to reach 600 subscribers by the summer. So if y'all could do that for me, that'd be really appreciated. Thank you so much, and let's get into the video. Okay, let's start out by getting what I like about Frontiers out of the way. I love how Sega is focusing on story way more than they were in the past with games like Forces and Lost World. I also love who's writing the game, and that's Ian Flynn. If you don't know who Ian Flynn is, he's one of the writers for the Sonic comics, and well, now he's the writer for the games. He began his Sonic career by working for Archie after, I guess you could call him the Voldemort of the Sonic community. Kinpenders, but enough of the drama, We're not getting into that. That's a video for another day. But, anyways, Ian Flynn is a GOAT when it comes to writing for Sonic, and I can't wait to see what he cooks up for the new game Sonic Blitz. Then, I like the DLC where you get to play as other characters, just like in the adventure games. I mean, when it comes down to Knuckles, that's just like an open world adventure game. And Amy, I liked her double jump and stuff, just like how she had a double jump. I like how they keep giving Amy a double jump in games, just something about it seems cool. Just like in Superstars, she had a double jump, and in this game she did. But, in Tails, I wish he could fly for a little bit longer, but, beggars can't be choosers. Another thing I enjoy about the game is Roger Craig Smith's performance of Sonic. I know I've said in the past that he's not really my favorite Sonic, but in this game I think he did a great job. Because of the serious tone of the game, he gave Sonic a serious tone, and I think he did a great job. I wouldn't even mind if that was Sonic's just regular voice, That would have been awesome. But, how it is with different, generations and stuff, but, I still think he did a great job in this game, and I would love to see him do that style of Sonic again. I wanted to start off the video with a positive, that way the whole video wouldn't be a negative video, but let's get to the main point of the video, which is the negatives about the game. Starting off with the music. Take a listen for yourself. Now, honestly, I'm not very educated when it comes to the different genres of music, but to me that just sounds like heavy metal. Now, take a look at Kronos Island. Sonic is literally running through flowers. How does that type of music even relate to the scenery? In short, it doesn't. I am not a fan of this soundtrack. Where is Crush 40? But realistically, with the lawsuits and everything, it's likely that we won't be hearing from Johnny Goelli anytime soon. I know they weren't at odds at this time when this game came out, but, I'm saying for the future games. Now, I don't mean any disrespect to the artists that perform these songs, but they're just not for me. The next problem I had with the game is, the islands. I just think they're kind of bland, take a look at the mountainy area of Kronos Island. Now take a look at the mountains from Hilltop Zone from Sonic 2. Yeah, that is right. A lot more character and charm. The ideal Sonic level to me is one that has a Sonic twist. And what I mean by that is that sort of comic-y take on simple things like mountains and beaches. If I wanted to play an open world game with realistic mountains, I would probably play TOTK because it's that's Zelda's style, They have kind of a mountainy, the mountains are more realistic and different stuff like that, but basically what I'm trying to get at is Sonic should stick to his more creative roots instead of, see what the most realistic idea. Another thing I don't like about this game is his model. Now if you saw my most previous video, then you know how I like my Sonic model. This model is just like the horrendous one from Forces. His spikes are too short and his shoes are too blocky. One thing I have major respect for is the people who mod this model to be something cool. I mean, I know there's people that make it look even more funny or put other characters, and that's pretty funny, but I'm talking about just the people that make him cool for now. I mean, one guy I have major respect for, it's a modder named Alien204. Now, personally, I've never met him, but I've seen his work, and I had to give him a shout out. He made a model for Sonic that turns his trash design from Frontiers to his goated design from Sonic Unleashed. And it even supports Santa and Soap Shoe Sonic. Those are two other things from the game. I mean, there's a Santa Sonic, and, well, I guess I like his costumes, but we're talking about this for now. There's the Santa Sonic that came out around Christmas time, and if you had the sign up for the Sega newsletter for a short period of time, you were able to get the Soap Shoes Sonic, and wow, that's just awesome. Look how cool he is. But it's so distracting because of his short spikes. Another thing I dislike is the cutscenes in this game. In short, they just look bad. I know I'm talking about Unleashed a lot, but it's a good game to compare. Unleashed has a banger of an intro. When I posted that video, I realized that I forgot to talk about the opening cutscene. So I'll talk about it in this one. It is so cool. And in my opinion, it's the second most popular thing about Unleashed besides the Werehog. And yes, I'm aware that another studio made that intro for Unleashed, but still. It just shows how Sega was willing to spend money on something visually impressive for our eyes. I remember booting up Frontiers for the first time and seeing that scene where Sonic, Tails, and Amy were on the plane, and I was laughing. It actually looked so bad, and low-key kind of made me want to turn the game off. And if your game is more story-driven, like Frontiers is, it would be a good idea to make the cutscenes look a little bit better. And obviously, this clearly was not the case for Frontiers. Another thing that I felt kind of meh about was the character of Sage. A lot of times she would come off as annoying and weird, but I realized that I guess that was kind of the point of her character, was to seem like this kind of mysterious cyborg daughter of Eggman, and I guess they did that pretty good. It is confirmed that she's back though, because in the new Sonic Racing game, they showed her off, and wow. Just wow. I was right about some things. That is crazy. It made me feel so good when I was watching the trailer, and stay tuned for that video because I'm going to be making a video on the different stuff going on in the trailer for the Sonic Racing Cross World, so stay tuned. But for now, we're going to continue talking about Sage and her. Oh, I guess we'll say one more thing. Her car is so cool in that game. It's Giganto's head. That is actually so cool. But anyways, Sage, she was, I don't know, a lot of times she felt annoying to me, but I guess she was something that Eggman considered dear, and, you know, whatever keeps Eggman happy. The last thing I want to talk about in this video is a positive thing. I really enjoyed the Titan boss battles. Giganto, Wyvern, Knight, and Supreme, they were all really fun to play. And honestly, I liked Supersonic. I liked going Supersonic several times. And I even loved in the DLC when you got to go Super Cyber Sonic, or whatever it was called, Supersonic 2. All that was so cool and so original and fun to play. I loved just how you got to use the parry move. That was fun because it was so satisfying parrying the bosses and then going up and attacking. Overall, they were really fun, and probably my favorite one had to be either Wyvern or Knight. I really like those two guys. They are awesome. I know this is kind of a more shorter video than usual, but thank you so much for clicking on it and watching it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.